Lakers 105, Finals, Suns 109. It's not one of the losses you got to keep your head down because it was a great game. LeBron did had so much of a good game compared to what he had last game when he went off in the fourth quarter. It's totally takeover. And this
Yeah, he
game, he
was.
was literally started off slow. But man, dude, take me through the game and what you think of the Lakers' first loss.
Well, I mean, he started out hot. That first quarter, they were scorching. Came out aggressive, pushing the pace, just crashing the glass. AD was tearing them up. Um, Rui was doing his thing. AR. But the second quarter came around, they went flat, man. So they put up 14 points. They kind of lost their rhythm a little bit. Although they bounced back in the second half, but that second quarter allowed the Phoenix Suns to come back and actually take the lead at half, which was kind of shocking because we were up by I think like 18.
Right.
It was like 28-8, 26-8. We were up, so they came back, but then we established ourselves. AD doing his thing in the second half. Rui, I think, finished with 23 or 20, and I think AR finished 23. So they helped us because I don't know. I guess I found out today LeBron was sick or dealing with some nasal issue or something. So I don't know if that kind of caused him from like being winded or something. But he obviously he was clearly off because he did not shoot the ball well. So the fact that he had the game that he had, and we only lost by 4. So I mean, shit. This last year that probably would have been a blowout,
Right.
and us getting blown out by like 15, 20 or something.
Yeah.
But all in all, I mean, yeah, obviously you never want to lose. Of course, you want to go in expecting to win, but like AD said, no one's gone 82-0. So
True.
I take it. Guys took accountability. JJ Redick took accountability. Said he could have done some different stuff, changed some stuff up, but I mean, on to the next, and yeah, I mean, I like where this team's at. The morale, just such a better vibe amongst everybody, and I'm excited for this year. As long as we stay healthy, get some guys back, some
Right.
key guys back, and maybe trade for a center.
Yeah.
So I love where we're at, man. What do you think?
I love it too, bro, man. Like you just said, he says everything with LeBron having the type of game that he have, and they all lost by 4. And it seemed like it was an even game. So I mean, throughout the whole game, and
Yeah.
the little slip, momentum switch, and I feel like Phoenix Suns went with a pick and roll, with the rotation, like okay,
Oh,
they
with
can't stop
Durant.
us. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Durant and
Beal.
Booker going off at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah, they
So
both.
that's
Yeah, that's the thing too. They both went off.
right. So you losing the offensive game against Durant and Booker throughout a mistake, like you say, man. The head coach accept accountability, saying that he could have done better. And we're gonna get to JJ Redick and everything he has done so far the past 4 games. I know it's just a 4 game, but we've seen a lot of difference,
Oh yeah,
compared to last year.
absolutely.
Even these in-game adjustments and everything else like that.
Yep.
And when you lose games like this, man, this actually is like a good loss in a way where like it's a stepping stone that your mistakes and you could correct them moving forward. The rotation defense and everything else that was happening. We know it's Durant and Booker. When they're hot, they're hot. But
Yeah, you're making a lot of tough shots. That kind of,
right, right.
tip your head off. You can only do so much.
True. And even the first game when we played them, because it's the second time we're playing them in the same month. So
Right.
we had them the first game. We come back just like the way they did, what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's a rivalry because we are in the same conference. So I mean, I'm not so much low on the loss because I think, it's better. It's better to get stuff like this out the way to understand now than moving forward.
Yeah.
Like you say, AD said it best, man. He said 82 games. Not gonna win 82 games, all season.
Exactly.
the progress is there. And JJ Redd, man, we're gonna get there. You just say that he took accountability, man. My first question to you is that you know how I feel about the ex-coach. Not gonna mention his name. Is JJ Redd an upgrade from?
Absolutely. Oh my God, dude. From well, just the simple fact that when he says even before the in the off season, even before like training camp started, that basically right after he got hired, after in his press conference, saying how that we were like one of the worst offensive rebounding teams, which we were, and the fact that Darvin Ham would stress about just getting back and not even worried about the offensive rebounding. So the fact that he said that and saying calling guys out individually, like Rui, who averaged like I think like 3 or 4 rebounds a game when he should be, he should be crashing the boards. And I mean, if you look at his games, his first 4 games, I think he's averaging he's up like a couple of rebounds more. So just the fact that his attention to details, just little things that right off the bat he's already pointing out before the season even gets started, and just the fact that he wants to unlock guys like AD, use them the right way, and not just let them, go completely blank in quarters where he comes out hot and then just all of a sudden he's not even getting the ball. The whole second half. I don't know if you remember in the playoffs where he come out just torching against Denver, and then all of a sudden he just dud, just nothing. So he emphasized the fact that you got that he's got to touch the ball a lot more. Got to run the offense through him, get him going, get his shots up. He's got to dominate, which he has, and it's just showing. It's really setting the tone for everybody else.
True.
So his just attention to detail, his ability to bring the best out of guys that weren't even doing what they're doing what they were doing last year. He's doing it in 4 games already. I mean, look at Rui. He's averaging like 16 points a game.
Right.
Perfect. If you get that, and D'Lo's been a little off, but I mean, I think he'll come around. It's just his shot's not falling.
Yeah.
But I mean, these guys are playing for one another. They believe in the coach. They see what he's got, his X's and O's during the huddle, his ability just to draw up plays, and just he's on the sidelines. He's communicating with the coaching staff, guys on the floor. He's yelling and swearing at the ref, like he's all up in there. No hands in his pockets.
About it. Yeah,
no hands in his pockets.
Right.
No hot pockets over here. I love the guy, man. He was a really good basketball player, NBA player. He was solid, one of the top. I think he's top 10 in all time in threes.
Right.
He's doing something right. So he's going to emphasize 3. He wants AD to shoot 3 more. He had a huge 3 against Sacramento on a back-to-back of all things, which we struggled last year. That was like a chalk it up as a automatic loss. We go to Sacramento and win.
Right.
So just and he's only doing this in the first 4 games. I mean, you're going to see as time goes on, as long as we're, still winning, we're healthy. But these guys believe in this and the coaching staff.
Yeah,
and I love it, man.
He brought different energy. I mean, the motivation. He like you said, he's taking accountability. Then players also. He's really pointing finger and be like, yo, y'all gotta go out there and play. As a player, that's what you want. You want a coach that's believing you, knows he's capable of doing it. As Reed was saying after the game about how he's getting mad and even though when he cursed, we didn't know that he's passionate about it. It's not like he just pointed out a finger saying that that. He knows how to talk to the young players and motivate them to go out there to do this. That's why with this loss, when he took the blame, man, I was like, wow, he's taking accountability. To be a great team, coach, you got to take accountability. Players got to take accountability and move on, man. There's no excuses like we used to hear back then. Oh, promises that never been kept, but we're gonna get better. We're gonna get better. Now we can actually see it since game 1. When I saw the first game, man, the way that we was going for the efforts and rebounds, man, we were like, I guess Minnesota. You know what I mean? Yeah, Minnesota is an aggressive team, but we would actually our rebounding it. We was going back to back offensive rebound. Not just talking about defensive rebounds. We were going after the offensive rebound. So I think this is an upgrade, and I love it. I love the energy because players respect them. You could see
Yep.
it, you know, and nobody out here coming out of press conference saying anything unnecessary, you know, crypt, all kind of crazy stuff that they say,
Right.
you know, then they want us to reach the line.
Yep.
Yeah. I so far so good with the Los Angeles Lakers, man. But
Yeah. In that first game, 80, he took it personal too.
right,
Because he, you know, with Gobert and him winning Defensive Player of the Year over, he threw some shots at him, you know, after he talked to after the game when what's his name, sideline reporter, can't think of his name, but he was talking to AD, and AD was saying how, you know, that was some, you know, defensive player type stuff out there, and he kind of gave the look like, yeah, talking to you,
dude.
Gobert.
And the way AD is playing right now, like you said earlier, man, just get his touches early. Because you know you can't if you decide to double team him now. We got shooters now. We got I think like Austin Reeves has improved from last season. So far, you
Oh
can see
yeah,
that he's able to make them shots. I mean, able to facilitate the ball, pass, assist. I'm seeing all type of different stuff from him. And then we got the rookie coming off
a
the
lot of
bench.
different looks.
We
Oh,
got the
I
rookie.
love it.
Oh man, dude,
Love Connect, man. Love his
man,
aggressiveness,
I love it. You
and
know, and
he's
I
not
know like
afraid. He's a shooter, man. He's not afraid, and he's got the
right.
best coach for that.
Exactly. And he's
Guy that's
being
a
coached
shooter,
by one of the guys that's what he do, catch and shoot.
right?
So it's good. So now, like every team got to pick the poison. You want to double AD and leave these guys open the 3-point line, or what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
if you do decide to go out there in the 3-point line, AD 1-on-1, I think he's the best two-way player right now when he comes in the paint and doing what he do. You know what I'm saying, like, this guy is really talented. This is the AD that we all wanted. And now that
Yep.
LeBron is turning 40 anytime soon, of course, no, he's a human being. You know, we're seeing it nights like that. But AD got us. You know, I really, for the first time, I know you're a big AD fan. I'm not because he's from Kentucky guy. I'm a Jayhawks guy. So,
Sir.
but this is one of the first seasons since Pelicans days when I be like, yo,
Well,
this AD.
that's what, because if you remember, AD played with JJ in New Orleans.
Yep.
So when they were running, like, obviously when they had Boogie, but even before that, when they had I think they had like Jackson Hayes and stuff. But like he wants AD in that situation where he's playing the four. I mean, I know he's playing the center, but like he'll go out there with Jackson Hayes. But he emphasized, so he knows, JJ knows that, you know, at the four, that's when AD's more dominant.
Right.
But just running the ball through him. And another thing too, to go off topic a little bit, but like I think it's the lowest usage rate for LeBron in his career, which means he's not bringing the ball up and having the ball in his hands all the time. You notice too, they're running the ball a lot more through AR, which I love. That's why his assists going up 5, 6 assists, 7 assists, whatever. So the fact they're doing that, it's not putting more on Bron, which in part, yeah, he's playing 35 minutes, but he's not exhausting himself from having the ball constantly. He can go off on the wing. He can kind of sit in the corner. You know, he's not having the ball nonstop in his hands. Yeah. So I think that's in part that's huge too, which therefore I think his minutes could stay a little bit higher than we would like him. Obviously, you know, if he could play less than 30 because we're blowing the team out, perfect. But if you need him in there, the fact that he's not, I think game one he played, was it game one or game two? He played like 35, 36 minutes. But the fact that he didn't have the ball in his hands so much, you thought he played like 28 minutes, 30 minutes, just because like his energy level was so high still, just because he's not exhausting himself from constantly having the ball and trying to make plays and get a guy set up. So I think that's huge too. I love that. So
yeah, right. It's a good thing, man. Laker basketball is definitely back, man. If we stay healthy, like you say, man, this is, I think I see AD finally getting MVP continue playing like that. I don't see why not. If everybody around him playing the way they are playing, hitting them shots from the outside, you'll have no choice but to go out there and guard them guys out there. And then you leave AD one-on-one in the paint with anybody, man. You seen what he did with the so-called defensive player of the year. So.
Oh, yeah, he volleyballed that ball down to the floor.
Yep, and then he's also great defender, block shots.
Yeah.
Which I think that he got right a couple of times with defensive player of the year. I think because of injuries and all that kind of stuff like that goes with it. Now we gotta, but there's a little bit things we gotta worry about. Hopefully, when few players come back, which is like a premier defense. I think that we need to work on that because that's what Phoenix Suns actually used against us when they start going to Booker and Kevin Durant, saying that if they can't stop us, we're gonna keep doing they like all that switches and stuff like that. Do you think that that's something that we're able to fix when everybody come back healthy, or do we need to get more premier defenders?
Well, I think with Vanderbilt, that'll help a lot more. Because
that's the problem with him, though. When is he coming back, bro?
They said there's very tight lip with that. I mean, I'm thinking it's got to be sometime early November. So hopefully, because that'll be huge. Because his ability to switch up on guys on the perimeter, whether he's coming to help AR, he's coming to help D'Lo on a guy, whether if someone's guard, if AR is on Kevin Durant, I mean, good luck. He'll come over, switch, and then put AR on Booker, or or so on and so forth. Because I mean, that's why you got him. Is just his ability to, when he's 100%. He'll just he just wreaks havoc. He gets all the loose balls. He just plays up on the on the bigger guys on the wing, like the Lucas, Tatum's, Edwards, guys like that, Durant. So I mean, it's wishful thinking, but we got to get him back because that's huge. And I think we got to trade for a center, like a bruiser, someone that just goes down there and just wreaks havoc, grabbing offensive rebounds, just bully ball, block shots. But I mean, if we can get Vanderbilt back and he can stay healthy, because last year, man, he was on the tear going into the tournament and then got hurt. Man, he was playing so well.
Right.
Those 5-game stretch, and then just got hurt, man. That was it. It's like,
now you're talking about center, man. We got one of the centers declared to come back to play. Christian Kolonko, which is he's clear former 33rd round pick. He's in a 2-way contract. And what do you think he's gonna? I know he was playing with Toronto at some point, right? And
yeah, he was drafted fairly high a few years ago, and he was supposed to be their future center going forward until he had the issue with blood clots.
Right.
That kind of derailed his career. Luckily, he's still young, but now he's clear. So, great shot blocker. He kind of gets in foul trouble a little bit, but I mean, he's a low risk. So whatever they can get out of him, especially at least until what's his name? Other center comes back, Christian
Wood.
Yeah, Christian Wood. Yeah, I think it was his name. All these guys out hurt, man.
Why you sound so low of him? Like you what? Like actually to have that, if he comes
back on Koloko?
Yeah, I mean, like no, Christian Wood. I mean, I like
Christian. I like Christian Wood. He had some stretches last year. He played well.
Right.
You just gotta stay healthy. He's a good offensive guy. Stretch the floor, shoot threes, which could help too. If AD's playing down low, or when he comes in on rotation minutes, he's playing alongside like LeBron or Rui. But biggest thing is getting Vanderbilt back. You'll see a huge difference.
True.
On that perimeter.
Yeah. So far this season, man, 4 games in, we look good. We look aggressive, and we lost the one game. The one game where we learned from it, it just LeBron didn't have the best of game, and we all lost by 4 points. And he's turning 40, so you can't. Of course, you expect a decline, like I say, and AD's doing his thing in the